met when I was 17 and Jeff was 18. We had friends that knew each other, and they kind of brought everyone together to go to a school play in Maumee. We ended up sitting next to each other in the theater watching the play, and he asked me out later that night, and that was it.
And in a very short amount of time, which seems crazy because we were just kids, 2-3 weeks later, it's like, there's something extra here. And right from then, it's like, we knew we'd probably get married. She's pregnant with Andrew, walking down the aisle to get her degree at Heidelberg, and you've got the whole world ahead of you. And then, of course, he's born, and Plan B starts. It's more effort and stress that I thought I could ever handle, but at the same time, he brings you more love than you thought you could ever have. So it's a heck of a mix, let's say.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it makes life a lot easier with a good partner. I couldn't imagine doing it by myself. And that's where PCC comes in as well. It gives him something for his day, gives us a break, and it helps life be much more pleasurable, manageable. And we're very thankful for PCC.
When we started to understand the extent of his challenges, one commitment that we made was that, you know, he may have challenges, but he would never wonder if he was loved, and he would never be short of self-esteem. We wanted him to have confidence and feel good about himself, and always feel like he had people there with him. And so we made that commitment early on. And when we talk about PCC, part of it is celebrating what Andrew brings to the table, celebrating what his friends at PCC bring to the table. They're not the exception in the classroom. They're not the person in the corner who's different. They have their own joys and their own strengths and their own desires, and PCC celebrates that and builds that and brings that out in people. And that's exactly what we wanted for Andrew.
It takes a team when you have a kid like this, which all of you have seen in the past as well. But when you live it every single day, if you don't have that team around him, but also giving him a purpose of what to do each day, I couldn't imagine doing it with just us only. So thank you for helping make his life full.
Andrew, being 24, has been with several providers, and fortunately, most have been very good. And you know, as with anything, there are some organizations that excel in some things and some that don't.
Sure.
With PCC, PCC was a purposeful choice on our part because of the small setting, because of the direct contact with people who are passionate about what they do, and because of the depth of understanding with Wood Lane throughout all of their facilities about what people need and how to celebrate their strengths. We wanted that for Andrew. You know, healthcare and special needs care can't be corporatized. It has to be from the heart, and that's what PCC does.
But in order to care for a kid like Andrew, every little minute thing matters. Swallowing is his hardest thing. So getting that to work properly takes a lot of different spots of care, and you've done a great job. He's put weight on since being at PCC. They've learned how to feed his lunch to him, and that sounds so simple to anybody that's like us, but to him it's a big deal. He's up to 102 pounds now.
A number of years ago, about 5 years ago, he was with another service provider during the day, and he had gone down to 65 pounds. We made a change because we knew we could do something better. And so when Jeff says he's up to 102 pounds, that's substantial, and it's because of the love. And when Andrew comes home, at the end of the day, in his book, there will be notes from one of the folks who worked with him, and you can tell the way they write how excited they are when he ate his lunch well or when he drank his milk well. You can't buy that kind of love for another person. It has to be from a person's heart when they care that much, and PCC has that.
You can't expect someone to be like mom and dad all the time, but this is as close as we can get, so it matters.
When we tuck him in at night to put him to bed and we say, "You're going to PCC tomorrow," he smiles, and that's usually part of the last thing we say before he goes to sleep, and that makes him happy. It says a lot, and that means when he comes here, he knows he's going to be loved, he's going to have a variety of activities, and he's going to feel good.